What is the crack? Welcome back to the PD Performance YouTube channel. So, big day today. We were 6 weeks post ACL surgery yesterday, and today what is scheduled is to get back to jumping, which might seem quite aggressive for a lot of you people, but if you've been following my social media, you'll see that I've put in quite a lot of work, and I'm feeling relatively confident, definitely about the landings, and then the hops are just going to be assisted, so I think I should be able. There's probably a mental thing in my head that I'm probably a little bit reluctant to get into these, a little bit guarded, but I'm going to trust myself. It might go really well, it mightn't go so well, but all I can do is my best, and that's what I'm going to do. So not getting too attached to outcomes, but going to get into my warm-up here, and then after the warm-up into more warm-up, pretty much activation, and then onto some of the exercises, and then hopefully we'll get back to jumping today. Hope you all are enjoying the authentic content. I'll try to bring more for you guys over the course of 2025. Right, so a lot of flexion extension exercises on the agenda to kick off, which per Alan Murdoch are good for setting you up for getting the most out of your rehab afterwards. Something that I would implement quite extensively with my own athletes is warm-ups. And I know how you feel, guys, because these warm-ups do get quite long, but I wouldn't be where I am without them. So, some assisted extension here. I'm going to hold this for 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and afterwards, just because of the load being applied to my knee, I'll find it a lot easier to get into extension in my active drills. This is obviously a passive one. But yeah, excited for the day ahead, excited to get back to jumping. Probably how I framed it in my mind is to shock the world, shake up the world, as Muhammad Ali might say. Not that the whole world is paying attention to my YouTube channel, but there are quite a lot of ACL survivors that have followed me on social media since this has kicked off. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what is possible if you just commit to it, because as you know, I'm not a professional athlete, not even an elite athlete. I'm just a coach who knows what he's doing and is also getting guidance from somebody else that knows what they're doing. So if I can do it, just about anybody can do it. So let's see how we get on. So 5 minutes warm up on the bike, followed by 10 minutes hard with the complex on, the voodoo and the occlusion shorts that I have on from Hydro. That was awful. So I'll be honest, I was aiming for RPE 7 out of 10, but I was on the bike yesterday and the day before, so I'm probably just a little bit fatigued there. But yeah, I pushed myself pretty hard on it, I would say. But still, probably I'd give it an RPE Probably 7.58 if I'm being honest. Probably went over the 7, and I consistently do that, which is why I have a coach, because I'd probably be more likely to come in and do a 9 out of 10 if I didn't. So sometimes you need a coach not to push you. Some people need them to hold them back from themselves, and I would be very aggressive with rehab and very aggressive with the standards that I hold myself accountable to. So yeah, sometimes you need somebody just to tell you to chill, get through this, do it correctly, and you don't need to be going any faster than that. And I suppose I'm a testament to that, given that I could be jumping today after 6 weeks. Let's hope anyway. So into the main bulk of the session next. First is a hip circuit that I absolutely fucking hate. Sorry, Alan, I hate it. 4 different isos, 3 sets of 30-second holds plus 10 reps of them, and it's the most boring thing in the world, but it's got me to where I am now, and it's necessary. So try to remove yourself from that and just fucking get it done, is what I would say. So we'll get into it. just leaving the gym. Sorry for the rocking about. A few potholes leaving here. Went in at 1:30, leaving at 4 o'clock, so a solid 2-hour session. Got back to jumping, as you will have seen. Was tentative at first, but not that tentative given the work that I've done. Happy with how it went, to be honest. Back to some assisted jumping and back to some landings as well, which was great. I was honestly a little bit frustrated, as happens in rehab, because there was so much volume in the session to get through, but that is what it takes in order to get back, return to jumping and return to sport earlier than other people would. And that's not for everybody, but some people obviously could accelerate their rehab and return to play process if they did the right things early on, which is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's not impossible to get back to jumping week 6, which I have done. I didn't get the whole volume of the session done though, and that's something as well that should be touched upon, is just because you can't get everything done doesn't mean there's no value in getting the absolute majority. So I think I got 12 out of 14 exercises done, plus the warm-up as well, which was obviously extensive enough. So like realistically, I got about 90-95% of the session done, which was good. And some of the stuff is boring, and it's boring for me as a coach as well as for athletes. But that doesn't mean it's not important. It doesn't mean you still shouldn't be committing to action and doing it. And even if you can't get the full volume of sets done, still get some of them done, and you'll be better off. I will be a bit frustrated that I missed out on my RDLs, my single leg RDLs today, and one other on my ISO on the wall for my hamstring, but I did get them done last week, the weekend as well, and I made the decision to bypass them and go straight for the calves because I had been underdoing the calf work simply because I was finishing the sessions early because I'm trying to run a business alongside doing all this rehab. So you can see that me as a business owner, entrepreneur, I managed to set aside the 2.5 hours to get the majority of that work done. So I would say that most people potentially could. Definitely most athletes, if they want to get back to sport earlier than others would. Look, I have my own worries going into sessions. I wouldn't say worries, but like I would be wondering what is going to be the outcome. But you got to detach from that and just do what you can do. And what I did today, or what I could do today, was pretty much okay, like pretty aggressive to be jumping after 6 weeks, even if it is assisted. So I'm happy. So look, hopefully you guys have taken something from that. Now, please remember that all of the work that I have done leading up to this week is what led me to be able to jump on week 6. If you don't have the necessary work done prior to this, and you don't have the necessary guidance to get here, then you shouldn't be going jumping after 6 weeks. I am a bit of an outlier as a case, but that doesn't mean that you can't be an outlier too if you do the right thing. So make sure that you seek out people that know what they're doing in terms of ACL, rehab and return to play, that actually have a progressive approach and actually appreciate where you are and where you can get to, rather than just a stock approach and blasé programs and giving you exercises, which I've seen a lot of lately. And yeah, if you can get personal individualized guidance at this time, going through this rehab and return to play process, it's probably going to be the best time for you to ever get it, because you can completely reinvent yourself as an athlete in these 6 to 9 to 12 months. Or you can do the opposite if you don't do it well, and you could finish yourself as an athlete. So just take that with a pinch of salt, I suppose. Think about what you're doing, and yeah, best of luck with your own rehabs and recoveries. As you know, follow me over on PD Performance. If you have any questions for me around anything I'm doing, just drop me a line there or book a call. But yeah, happy enough with Wednesday's session, start of week 6, and we move onto the weekend and then into week 7, and we keep ticking the boxes. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to get another video out for you guys soon. Please like and subscribe, because this is new to me, and if you want to see more of this stuff, then I will hope to have that subscriber count and that viewing count going up. Cheers.